After this virus, will these owners and processes be more competent? No. They will still not follow up. They will still be horrible at decision making, and they will just go bankrupt. That's how it works. And what's going to happen is instead of a human being saying like, "Hey, I went bankrupt because I didn't know how to make a $3,000 to $5,000 sale, because I didn't know how to create automatic follow up, because I didn't know how to generate customers on demand, turn those customers to paying customers, and then turn those paying customers into fulfillment that's fast and easy and jumps up and down." They will not think that. They'll say, my restaurant was going okay. And then, oh, Corona. I know, right? In their head, they're always the hero. This is a human trait. In the head, the person is always the hero. Whether you're doing right or wrong, you always think you're the hero. They will not change at all. They will not become more competent. They will not learn a lesson. They will not say, oh my God, I should have been better at blank. I should have been better at Y or Z. Instead, they'll simply say, oh, it's the economy. Remember hearing that? Oh, it's the recession. Remember hearing that? Oh, it's quarantine, coronavirus. Whatever excuse as to why they are not shining bright, that will be the reason, instead of saying, I need to learn how to shine brighter. That's the uniqueness of people who are massively successful. They will say, all right, everybody's quarantined, coronavirus. How can I make my business work better? Most people are not thinking that. Most people are saying like, hey, everything's quarantined. We're shutting down. Absolutely horrible. If I was a restaurant owner right now, I would just be doing top notch, super expensive home delivery and charging $1,000. And you know what? We're going to feed your family 5-star restaurants and only appeal to the massively wealthy, and deliver everything. And it's going to be a 5-star, white cloth, white table, all that fun stuff. And we're going to disinfect and pick it up when it's done. Something like that, like at home, break the quarantine catering type thing, like get whatever it is, right? There are some clubs, by the way, that are charging like $1,000. They'll send bottle girls to your house. You get to pretend party for like 3 hours or whatever, just to break through the quarantine type of thinking. The vast majority of business owners do not think this way. They will think, oh, I'm not successful because of XYZ reason. I would argue as well the vast majority of agency owners are thinking that way as well. I will bet you out of the 42,000 people in this group, 41,000 of them are simply saying, I can't get a deal because, quarantine, there's no money, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, in the IC and the coaching, the coaching and the mentoring programs that I'm part of, I'm seeing like $10,000 deals every other day. Like the money is there. You just have to position yourself and move towards it. So, Sean, to answer your question, I don't think any human being ever is going to learn their lesson from this. They're going to say, oh, it's quarantine. Everything's going to be horrible. I'll bet you, by the way, and this ties into another bullet point, we've all said, you know what? God, I really hate my job. I wish I could quit my job, but I can't because I got to pay my mortgage. I wish I could spend more time at home with my kids because I like them a lot more than my job. I wish I didn't have to pay my bills. I wish I had more time to read or go to the gym or work out. Guess what, guys? Now you've got all the time in the world. You can call bullshit on your own brain and be like, hey, you know what? Now it's time for me to read the books that I've always wanted to. I'll bet you the vast majority of human beings are not accomplishing their goals and still are not accomplishing their goals. And this is a wake-up call for every agency owner out there. You've been lying to yourself as to why stuff can't get done. I don't have time. Now you've got time. I've got to focus on paying my bills. Your bills are paid for. Like, don't pay your mortgage. There's literally mortgage relief. I know, but I need to get money in. The government's giving you money. Yeah, but now's not a good time because of blah, blah, blah. So I really think, Sean, that whether it's a business owner, a restaurant owner, a brick and mortar, or an agency owner, human beings still will not learn their lesson. And every single day, there's a consistent separation of people that are learning their lesson, top 1%, and the vast majority of the people who are working poor. And that sounds very political. It's not my intention, but I think, Sean, you know exactly what I mean.